listening to the TalkBox. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, you're listening to the TalkBox for some. You're listening to the TalkBox. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Good morning, you guys. It's your girl, Sonia G, here on the TalkBox. Rise and shine. Today is Friday. We made it through the week, you guys. And so, you know what we say here on the TalkBox? Every day above ground is a good day. You have another day, another opportunity to get some things right that you didn't have quite right on yesterday. That's what makes it so great, because we're on top of the dirt and the dirt's not on top of us. And I'll say throughout the program today that being prepared for death is part of your abundant living. So you know what I say, I'm a Baptist preacher, so I need you to talk back to me this morning. Let me know that you're in the room. Make sure that you're sharing the live, and make sure that you're subscribed to the TalkBox channel. Now, we have some special guests in the building. We're talking, let's talk insurance and assurance. We got Henry Wilson, who is the regional leader and licensed for many states for Primerica. So we want to welcome you, and also the regional vice president of Primerica, Mr. Wayne Hale Hale. Good morning. Thanks for being on the show. How y'all doing today?
I am fantastic.
I am super good, and I'm getting better.
Oh, that's all right. Well, listen, you guys, I just want to start off. I want to let everybody have the floor. I'm going to sit back a little bit. This is a topic that I'm not well versed in, but I'm here to learn today. I do know that when dealing with abundant life, it's a journey. So we got all kinds of facets to it, and I believe that life insurance is one of those facets. I'm one of those people that's overinsured. I feel like, so, well, I insure everybody, because I ain't doing no GoFundMe's for nobody.
Right, that's right.
If you kick the bucket and you're not a child and you don't have any provision, I'm gonna just throw you in the backyard and cover you up with some dirt, baby. We ain't paying for nothing out of pocket. So let me ask you guys. So basically, just tell me a little bit about what you're doing. Either one of you, go ahead.
Go ahead, Henry.
Okay, well, thank you. What I do is I help people find the right coverage for their life and their lifestyles, be it family or individual. And then when they have that, make sure that they're taking what they're saving and making the proper investments. Now, I don't do that, but I pass that off to the great Wayne Hale.
Oh, well, Wayne.
So what we do, Sonia, and here's a little secret, and make sure your audience Google this. There's something called a rule of 72. So we need everybody to Google the rule of 72, and that tells you how to flip money. And while you're flipping your money, putting money up, we put an umbrella over your head called life insurance in case you die too soon. Okay. So the key to life insurance is this: if you love other people, you buy life insurance. I don't know why they call it life insurance, Sonia. I call it death insurance. It all pays off when you die. But they call it life insurance. People think it's going to make you live longer. No. So if you love other people, you buy life insurance. If you love yourself, you pay yourself. That's what we do.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Well, here's the thing, too. If you I think that it's called life insurance because death is a part of life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to be prepared. Be prepared for death, and you also prepare other folk uh for life. And I think that's why it's life insurance. If you want to give a person a step up, then leave them something. You know
Yes.
what I mean? The Bible
Yeah.
says that we are to leave our children's children an inheritance. Well, you can start off, well, I ain't got much. Well, doggone it, you got $6.82 a month
Mm-hmm.
to, you know, on a policy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, so and then the truth of the matter is this, ain't nobody got time to be trying to bury you.
No,
You
you're right.
know, and that's something. And I tell people, even the people who are not responsible, if you don't do any other responsible thing, insure yourself so that you know nobody will have a problem when you leave from here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I agree with you. One of the things that I've experienced for myself, and I kept saying I had a child that was murdered. And years before, I kept saying, I need to put some insurance on this child. Need to put some insurance on my children. Need to do it, need to do it, need to
Mhm.
do it. And you know what I found out? I found out it's better to have life insurance and not need it than need it and not have it.
Right,
You know,
right.
it 2 seconds after the person is gone, it's too
Too
late.
late.
That's
10
right.
years is not soon enough.
Mm,
You know,
right.
and my son, when he was murdered, I did not have him covered.
Well, I tell you what, I had two children the past 6 months apart in 2016, and well, one of them had turned 28 just a few days before, but
Hmm.
they were kind enough because I had had that policy so long. They gave me a portion of it, but they said that he should have aged out at 28 from being on the rider or something like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
What I didn't know. But then 6 months later, my 24-year-old was murdered, and he was covered, and it just made things a lot
It
easier, a
makes it,
lot
yes,
smoother. You don't
yes,
want to be thinking about how you gonna do this, or even this right here. It's a difference between putting your loved one away respectfully and how you want it to
agreed.
not, well, he gonna have to go in the pine box because that's the only thing I can afford.
Mm-hmm.
Now I gotta cremate him because I can't afford a burial. You know,
Right.
and it makes a difference. And I do believe this. I believe that God wants us to be prepared, and that's what we're
Yes.
supposed to be doing. And when we don't do what we're supposed to do, it leads down to generations. I'm gonna just go out here, and I got a lot of white folks that watch me, but I tell they know I'm the same all the time. White folks been doing it for years.
Mm-hmm.
From the beginning of time, that they would insure people so that they can benefit their kids and their grandkids and have
Yes.
something
Yes.
for them. And it's just a great investment.
It's a great investment. And what you said earlier, leaving an inheritance for your kids and your grandkids and your children's children, that's a part of scripture. God's
Mhm.
not just telling us that for, oh, well, here's another thing we all think about doing. No, we should be doing it
Yeah.
because it makes a difference. And I tell you something else, having to deal with his death, then having to deal with the fact that he wasn't covered,
Mm.
added extra burden, extra stress to
True.
what we had to deal with.
Right.
And so, and
Right.
to alleviate on that, be prepared.
Yeah.
Be
So
prepared.
tell me, what is the best insurance to have?
The best insurance to have is term insurance.
Okay.
And
Why?
And the reason why, Sonya, it's going to give you more coverage. So when the kids are small and you making your income and so the key thing is with life insurance, and the essence all the time, you know, Wayne, what do I need? And it's called a dime, DIME. That stands for something. So y'all write down the word dime, DIME.
All
And
right.
so if you was to die, the D part is debt. If I die, pay off all my debts, including the burial. The I part is income. Your greatest asset to your kids and your spouse is your ability to make income. Should be 8 to 10 times your annual income. The M part of dime is mortgage. If I die, I want enough to pay off my mortgage. And the E part of dime is called education. If I was to die, I want to send my kids or grandkids to a 2-year college or a 4-year college. And if all that, DIME, you get a total. Total, we work on your numbers. So a lot of times people are passing away with.
Let's go through that. Let's go through that dime thing again.
Okay. So D is debt.
All right.
D is debt and death.
Okay.
I is income replacement.
All right.
M is the balance on your mortgage or your mortgage balance.
Okay.
And E is education. The fund is education.
All right.
Figure out, Sonya, how much you need, then we go from there.
Okay. All right. And so that's better done with term insurance. I need you guys, I know this is a teaching one this morning, but I need you guys to go ahead and let me know who's in the room. I want to welcome you. Today is Friday. We're talking about insurance and assurance. Being prepared for death is a part of abundant living. And here on the TalkBox, that's what we're striving for. That's what our journey is all about. We have to be well-rounded and well-balanced people. Now, so continue, Wayne.
Okay, so when you get your policies, we want to put on all the bells and whistles. So on your policies, you want something called a waiver of premium. So if you become disabled, it'll pay your premium forever. And it kicks in, right, Henry? The 7th month. It's called waiver premium.
Oh, wow.
It can be on either term or whole life. Also, you want a terminal illness rider. So if your butt get terminally ill and you got less than 6 months to live, you die. You can cash out half of your face amount before you die.
Oh, wow.
And I'm gonna drop the mic.
Go ahead.
We got something called a child rider. A lot of people are paying for individual policies they don't need to. Put the kids on your policy, mom or grandparents, called a child rider, where you pay for one child, the other kid ride for free to age 25.
Right.
Best thing smoking.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is good to know. I'm telling you. This is very, very valuable information. Like I just said, we have to be informed. You know, you can't process or you can't use information that you don't have. Yeah. And so sometimes, you know, people, and we buy into things because people will call, hey, we got a great deal on this insurance. I remember when I was younger, they come by the house and do this, that, and the other. But to have people who look like me, who can explain what insurance that we need. I've had the same policy that paid out in 2016 is the same policy that one of the same policies that I have today, still have. I don't know what it is. I don't know. How can I tell if it's whole life or term life?
Well, basically, all you have to do is just look at the front page of your life insurance policy. And it's going to say right there, it's going to list the company's name, it's going to list what you have, it's going to list your face amount.
Yeah, I know the face amount. That's the amount that I looked at.
And also
Yeah.
on the front page, it's gonna show a table of value. So if it's a whole life, it's gonna show every year you got like a little savings building up. Now, use the first 4 years, there's no money. But you put money in, there's no money. And with whole life, if you die, they pay off the face value. If you die with whole life, you got money in the 6th year, the money go back to the insurance company, you get the death benefit. Or if you borrow from your money and you die, they subtract that from your death benefit. So you pay for two things, face amount and cash, but you only get one. So the whole life, 1 + 1 is 1.
Oh, okay. I think mine would be term. I will say that I'm on term. I've had the policy for years and years and years and years, and I can't get no money off of it.
Yes,
so that's a term
okay.
policy,
That's term.
right?
That's
Yeah.
term.
So I try
And
to do
term
that.
is a thing to have.
Really?
As Wayne was saying,
Why do some insurance brokers try to make us get whole life?
Hey, Sonia.
Yes.
So here's why. Tell your audience to kind of lean in a little bit. Tell everybody kind of lean in. Okay, so if I sold you a whole life policy, my commission is $600. If I sold you a term policy, I make $95. That's what they do. That's the game they play.
Oh, so basically, what you're trying to tell me today, Wayne Hale, Storm Hale, is that you just keeping it 100. You keeping it 100 and letting us know some inside track. Everything that folk offer to you is not for you. Is that what I'm hearing?
And I promise you, Sonia, I'm telling the truth. And you ask the agent, can I see your policy? What you got on your family and your loved one? They got term life and selling whole life. Yeah. Hey, Sonia, when I first got my license, I'm in Tennessee, but I was in Kentucky training. I went in a man's home, Sonia, true story. This man had 25 policies in one house.
What?
Yeah, Sonia, he had 25 policies. And I was newly licensed. He had policy on him, his wife, his kids, and grandkids. And the average policy face amount was $500, maybe $1,000. That was the face amount on the policy. And I called up my trainer. I was new. I said, his name was Ron. I said, Ron, this man got 25 policies. He said, what? True story, Wayne, if you don't sell him, you ought to quit the business. I said, what you mean? He said, he ain't said no to nobody. He ain't said no to nobody. So I made it 26.
But you know, in a situation like that, I think I would have did this. We're gonna get rid of all of those policies,
and I did,
and cover you for
yes.
a better amount.
We did.
And so I just want to So how can somebody determine how much life insurance or coverage that they need?
So there's a shortcut too. Remember, I told you dime, but the shortcut is you take 8, 9, or 10 times your annual income. Shortcut. Take 8, 9, 10 times it. So if a person making $20,000 a year, Sonia, times 10, they need $200,000.
Oh.
So 8, 9, or 10 times your annual income is a shortcut.
Right.
You in the ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're 2 kisses short. He only gave you 3 kisses, so he owes you 2 more.
That's our thing, honey. We are abundant living over here.
Hey, Sonia. So when you get a policy, okay, so people already ask about the suicide clause, incontestability. So here's the deal: if a policy is 2 years or older, it's a guaranteed payout. It will pay out. That's state law.
Right.
If you die with a new policy in less than 2 years, they're going to investigate the policy.
Right.
So when you get past 2 years, even with suicide, it's a guaranteed payout.
Yeah, I tell you this, I will know this. Like I said, I've had to use several of my insurances. Again, I'm one of those who is over-insured. I insure everybody. Don't worry about it. Or you go, hey, because I don't want to. And I think too, the problem nowadays is we are so tech savvy that people are doing everything but the right thing.
Yep.
And so the truth of Pam said her too. She said she overinsured and insured everybody too. And so you it's not cute when a loved one dies and then you post it all over Facebook on a GoFundMe. That's not cute at all. And you was the big person and prideful while you was here, but now you on Facebook looking like a charity case because you didn't have any insurance, and funerals is getting higher and higher and higher. So let me ask you this: do you suggest a funeral policy or no?
I would say no, because if you get the proper coverage with a term policy, you'll be able to take care of all of that.
Okay, but if I leave someone, y'all, and Pam, help me ask questions. I'm out in the water. Perry, help me ask questions. Michelle, help me ask questions on here. We got people on here. Y'all need to help me ask questions. So, but if I leave Perry as my beneficiary, and Perry says, "Shoot, I'm the beneficiary. I ain't paying for the funeral. Somebody else got to do it. Let a daughter do it. Because nobody can make you do right with that money.
Right.
So that's why I would think about a funeral policy. I don't have one though. I feel like that since I got everybody and their mama and their grandmama, nieces and nephews covered, then y'all better somebody. Better.
Hey, Sonya, so what you can do, Sonya, is like when you get your policy, so you're gonna name your beneficiaries,
right?
And these are people that you love. Hopefully, they're gonna do what's right. But also on your beneficiary, when you put them down, you can also put the church down as part of the beneficiary. You can put the funeral home down there to get part of that money that you got. So you can allocate certain percentage to go.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So you can do all of that. And also with the beneficiaries, do not put no small child down as beneficiary. A lot of times on these jobs, we do the 401k and stuff.
Yeah.
We're putting kids down as beneficiary. They can't get the money. So I already put somebody 18 or older to get the money. Or whoever take care of your child.
Okay. I never even thought about that.
Yes.
And listen, are there any specific factors that can impact life insurance premiums and coverage? Why is it so hard for somebody who's been on drugs or in jail to get insurance? Why do they keep getting denied?
Okay, so the insurance is based on your health and your lifestyle.
Okay.
A lot of times being in jail, it was a lifestyle. So when we take an application, we make no promises. All we're going to do is take the application and submit to the home office of underwriting. A lot of times, if a person had a stroke or diabetes or
but listen, Wayne,
can affect.
Hold on, though. Let me tell you what my white daddy taught me. My white daddy taught me this. He said, Sonya, for every rule the white man wrote, he wrote 2 to get around it. So what I'm asking you, as the professional that you are, because I have some people that I would love to insure, have tried to insure them, and they keep getting denied. And I'm going to tell you this. Sometimes people change. I smoked crack for 14 years, but now I've been clean August 8th, 26. So that shouldn't hinder me from not having life insurance. I've been turned down recently with somebody who has completely changed their life around. So what do you do in a case like that?
Henry?
Well, actually, we have this thing called Prosperity Life.
Okay.
Prosperity Life is utilized in our situation for those whom the insurance company deny because of their lifestyle or health issues.
Right.
And it works.
And
Okay.
with Prosperity Life, you got to say no to 3 questions. If you say no to these 3 questions, they can get a policy. Now it's not a big policy. The minimum is 5,000 up to 30,000. That's the range. But oatmeal is better than no meal, Sonya.
That's right.
Oatmeal is better than no meal. So we all gonna
That's
get some. There might not be a regular steak, but
Yeah.
you got a little oatmeal in your stomach. Feel all warm and fuzzy.
Okay. So, what's the 3 questions?
One of them is if you are in a nursing home and you terminally ill, that's one of them, Henry. And so you got to say no to that one. Or if you're on life support right now, it's just 3 just life ending. Life ending question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we ain't in none of that.
Yeah. So
y'all need to call me. I got 2 people. I need to get on a prosperity policy.
Yeah. So
now here's the other thing to that. With our company, our theme is buy term and invest the difference.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Okay, $25 a month can start you in a mutual fund, no matter what age. So as that money is growing, you have something to fall back on for your life insurance as a coverage. Some money's coming out to whoever is your beneficiary, and they can also help put you.
And Sonya, and you're gonna appreciate this, like Henry was saying, for $25, I can put your butt in a Roth IRA. The Roth IRA is the best thing smoking because it's tax free. Once been open for 5 years, and you pass 59 and a half. Best thing smoking is that Roth IRA, and we do all of that.
Okay. All right, then.
We do all of it.
I tell you what, I believe that this is a topic that I need to bring y'all in house and sit down in my office and sit down and we can talk more in depth. But I want to go over this part right here. Like I said, every day above ground is a good day. We got another day, another opportunity to make some better choices. And one of the better choices that I think all of us need to make is a life insurance investment. I'm not saying that because Wayne and Henry is my guest today, but I am saying that because it's all about abundant living, and being prepared for death is part of abundant living. Now, but the greatest thing that goes even above insurance is assurance. You need to know and have a personal relationship with your creator, because we're not going to be here always. And we need to be prepared for when we leave this earthly temple. And I'm just saying, all of us is going to live for eternity. But you got to choose where you're going to live eternity at.
What you say?
Regardless of whether you believe in heaven and hell or not, it's true. And so you're going to live somewhere eternally. So not only do you need insurance down here while you're being prepared for and getting ready and living out your abundant living, but you need assurance. Where is your ASS going to be? Your assurance that now when we have a relationship with Christ, that we can live the abundant life here and then live eternally in abundance with our Creator. So I just want to tell you guys that I really do appreciate y'all coming on this morning. Is there anything else you want to add to the show?
Henry?
Well, I can say I agree with you, Sandra, that you need to know. You need to make the choice. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow's not promised. All you have is today. Decide today that you're going to make Jesus your choice.
All right. And Wayne?
Can I end with a little story?
Go right ahead.
Okay, so true story. There's two men, one old man and one young man. And this young man was very jealous of this old man because the old man had a whole lot of wisdom, real smart. He was never wrong. And the young man says, if I can catch him being wrong just one time, I feel real good. He said, what can I do? I got it. I'm going to go out and find me a little bird. I'm going to put that little bird in my hand. I'm going to ask that old man, what's in my hands? And I know he's going to say it's a bird. Now I got him. I'm going to ask him, is it alive or is it dead? If he say it's alive, I'm going to crush it and make it dead. If he say it's dead, I'm going to open my hands up and let it fly away. How can I lose? How can I lose? So he goes out, find a little bird in the bush, and he goes up to the old man. Say, old man, what's in my hands? He said, son, it's a bird. He said, old man, is it alive or is it dead? Is it alive or is it dead? And the old man says, son, it's in your hands. It's in your hands. My name is Wayne Hale, and that's Henry. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure to be on this daggone show. Yeah.
All right. Well, I tell you what, you guys, thanks so very much for being a guest on the show again. I think I need to have you in-house one day to have a sit down for the podcast side. For those of you who are on for the first time, this is your girl Sonia G here on the TalkBox Live, where we come to you Monday through Friday, 8 to 8:30. And then we have the podcast side, where we have very interesting people and that sort of thing. So make sure that you subscribe to my TalkBox podcast on the YouTube side. The other thing, you guys, is y'all please be praying for me as I travel once again. This is the weekend that I go to Tiptonville to Northwest Correctional Institute. I'm preaching a revival there this weekend. There's a 3-day revival, and I'll be preaching there. And then when I leave from there, I'll be flying off to Jamaica, me and my boo thing, because my birthday is on Tuesday. But I will be on every day, Monday through Friday, even while I'm there in Jamaica, the same as I did last week when I was in Mexico. But I want to remind everybody that you have the right and permission and the authority to live an abundant life. God said that he sent his son so that we could have life and life more abundant. But here's the key, you guys. You gotta take it on. You have to be doing what is necessary. It's given to us freely, but we gotta choose it. I choose abundant life today. I choose to see the cup as half full instead of half empty. I believe that I will not grow weary in my well-doing, for in due season I shall reap if I faint not. So I want to remind everybody that God said when you belong to him, he has a plan for you, a plan to prosper you, not to harm you, a plan of a hope and future. So sometimes we need to swap up our prayers. You might be praying the wrong thing. And the other thing is watch your words, because there's life and death in what's flapping around in your lips. This your girl Sonia G here on the TalkBox. We'll see you again real soon. God bless you and be safe this weekend. I'm telling you, it's so much going on. One reason I'm going to the penitentiary to preach, they have fentanyl overdoses in the penitentiary. So you be safe today. God bless. Have a great day.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, you're listening to the TalkBox side. You're listening to the TalkBox. Let's talk about it.